Now, it is such a simple thing that all of us can do, but there are so many ways we can reduce the emissions in the air and improve our air quality. We're going to talk about some of the simple ways today with Tom Carter. He is the Executive Director of UCare. Tom, good to see you. Great to have you on the show as always.
Good to be with you, Jenny.
Hey, so let's talk about this. There are simple things. And do you know what? In my old age, Tom, I've actually learned to turn the thermometer down at night and I sleep better with a nice, good blanket on me.
Yeah, look, in our efforts to clear the air, there are no perfect answers, but there are practical solutions, and that's a perfect example of it. If you turn your thermostat down in the wintertime 2 degrees, you'll reduce your home's emission by 2%. That's a big deal. And we talk about the practical solution of, well, but what if I'm cold? You just mentioned that. You put on a good good comforter, a nice blanket, or a sweater. That's just a great way to reduce your emissions, and you can still stay warm. It's really easy. It's really great. You can do that as well. We talk about being idle free. It's one of those things people say, well, when I'm picking up my kids at school or I'm going through the drive-through, we're seeing a lot more people go through drive-through or get grocery pickup because of just what's going on with COVID. And they say, but it's cold, so I need to keep my car on. Well, just wear your heavy coat or keep a blanket in your car so you can turn off your car, still stay warm, and reduce those emissions. So it's really great practical opportunities to reduce those emissions across the board.
Now, what about if parents are trying to teach their kids some ways? Teach them young and they're going to grow up and be even better than we all are, right? What are some ways we could teach our kids?
Absolutely. That's a really great point. I think one of the great things we can do is just getting kids to use active transportation, right? So you can you walk to school? Can you bike to school? Can you think of ways to just be active? Having an attitude of active transportation is really going to be strong for your entire life health-wise, but not being dependent on your mobile source will help us drive down emissions. So that's a great way to teach your kids, especially this time of year.
Absolutely. And Tom, let me ask you, okay, we talk about, we've had less people on the roads with COVID, but we also have more people sitting there waiting for their groceries or going through drive-thrus, like you said. So how's our air quality this year compared to others?
Yeah, it's actually getting better, because really the main silver lining of COVID has been our ability to telework. I mean, look at us. We're having this conversation. I'm not in the studio. I didn't have to drive over there. We've reduced those emissions, which is really fantastic. So it's really driven down those commuter miles, which is great. We want people to be aware, though, when you're doing the drive-through or the grocery pickup or all that stuff, you can still do more and drive down those emissions by being idle-free.
Absolutely. And I'm loving all the UCare tips that we're talking about every day on our show. So thank you to you and your team for that. Tom, if they want more information, where can they go?
Come to our website. That's ucare.org, ucair.org. We appreciate the support.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Tom, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And here's our UCare tip of the day to help improve air quality. Light up with LED in and around your home. So replace all those old light bulbs and holiday lights with the LED bulbs. They use about 75% less energy and, get this, they last about 25% longer than traditional incandescent bulbs. You can visit ucare.org for more information and for more ways that you can improve the air quality.